Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel, and today we're doing a bit of a live news update. We're looking to do a few more of these throughout the summer and all the Manchester City transfer news which is going on. Of course, Kalvin currently is having his first day in Manchester today being filmed. I'm doing this live because I thought it was a little bit easier. You guys then can watch that anytime. I don't have to go and edit the video. I can just look at it like this. So today's player we're looking at is Kalvin Phillips. Transfer news here. Keep updated with our community tab as it says in the left hand corner there. All the news, reliability and all sorts there on our community tab. So any news you want to keep updated with, go and click on there. So Kalvin Phillips to Manchester City. Well, firstly, the first point is he's seen as Pep Guardiola's Fernandinho replacement. He is the perfect squad profile that we're looking for. His expected move in coming weeks. And he did have a relegation clause of around 25 million. That has changed now. Kalvin Phillips does have a, well, I think we have to negotiate. I think his clause is 35 million apparently, not 25 anymore. So just wanted to talk a little bit about Kalvin Phillips. I wanted to see you guys comment on this video and let us know how you feel. I'll pull his stats up now, and I wanted to know how you guys feel about Kalvin Phillips. Really, do you think he would be the great sign for Manchester City? These are his stats for this season. He's only played 23 times. He's only played 23 times. David Vika says in the comments there, it's funny because you signed the same guy on career mode. I know. I predicted this coming, didn't I, David? I absolutely, predicted this. So, Kalvin Phillips only played 23 times this season for Leeds, and that is my first issue with his signing. Clearly, he's had a pretty bad injury record throughout the season, hasn't he? For Leeds. He's only got 1 goal and 1 assist this season, which, of course, as a defensive midfielder, those aren't the sort of stats you should be looking at. But how will he fit at Manchester City? Well, I think he's certainly a good backup to Rodri. Now, he said that City are looking for someone who can play as holding midfield and as a number 8 as well, so as a number 6 and a number 8. That would be someone that Kalvin Phillips can do. If you watch the Euros for England, I thought he was fantastic for England in the Euros. Probably our player of the Euros. And he was bursting forward, wasn't he? He was given more of a licence to be a bit more freer by Gareth Southgate. I think Phillips has really come leaps and bounds. And one thing that I think Pep Guardiola will look at when signing Kalvin Phillips is, of course, that he has played Bielsa ball, hasn't he? He's played for Marcelo Bielsa, which means he has got that quality to receive the ball under pressure. I think even though he's not got the best first touches, he plays at good intensity, and that's something that's been mentioned in the reports, that he, Pep Guardiola and the scouting team at Manchester City like the intensity that Kalvin Phillips plays at, and thinks he would be a very, very good addition to this Manchester City side, and they could be right. So Kalvin Phillips to Manchester City, £40 million, 35 million. It'd be around that now. I think anything between 30 and 35 million, I'd be very happy for Kalvin Phillips. I feel like Leeds United will lose a lot of players this summer. Rafinha seems to be going on his way to Barcelona. I think 35 million for Kalvin Phillips is fine. 40 million, it could go as high as that, and I don't think we should be spending that sort of money on Kalvin Phillips. I think that Manchester United have been linked with him. That won't happen due to the Leeds United connection between United. Aston Villa have been heavily linked with him. Everton also, and teams like that. So I think he's one that a lot of teams will be interested in. He can have, pick a pass. I think he can play that Rodri role. And Rodri, my player of the season this year. We do need a backup to Rodri, because we can't expect Rodri to play every game, and just to have someone to come in who's solid enough to play a backup to Rodri, I think that is something that City will need. So Kalvin Phillips seems to me like a very good option. That personally, I'd sign Tchouaméni. I know he'd cost probably double what Kalvin Phillips would cost, but Tchouaméni is just the Fernandinho replacement in my eyes. Can play alongside Rodri as well. It looks like Tchouaméni will be on his way to Real Madrid or possibly Liverpool, but Real Madrid are favourites currently for that man in that position. There's a few others who could play there. Frenkie de Jong possibly, but he's not quite as robust, you'd say, as Kalvin Phillips, who has got an aggressive side to his game, who will make the big challenges, who is physical. And I think that is something City need in that role, someone who's physical. I think he's probably maybe a little bit quicker than Rodri. And would he say, I wouldn't say shooting wise he's better than Rodri, but actually receiving the ball and running at teams, he's certainly better than Rodri. He's got a bit more of a given, a bit of a spring in his step as Kalvin Phillips. And I think he'll be really good for Manchester City if we were to sign him. I think my biggest issue, like we mentioned right at the start, is his injury record. He has been injured a lot for Leeds United this season. Let's hope that he's not something that is a recurring thing, because those injuries would cause big problems for Manchester City if he's, the backup to Rodri, but he's always injured. It just means that Rodri has to play, 50 games a season, which is not what we're looking for. And it would help with squad depth. You see Manchester City side, we've got a video coming up pretty soon on the channel about, the sort of way we're going to do things. Squad depth wise, we've struggled. Liverpool have competed in all 4 trophies this season. That's because they've got at least 2 good players in every position. City only have maybe 17 first-team players. We do lack a few players in a few positions. So Kalvin Phillips to come in and replace Fernandinho, I don't believe is enough in the midfield. I do think we need someone else in there just to help us out. Another body in there, maybe an Enzo Fernandez or someone like a Mateus Nunes. But as David say in the comments there, we did predict, didn't we, this signing. So that is a little live news update. I'm looking to do more live news updates throughout the summer when I can. Hopefully we can go live maybe tomorrow and with pictures of Erling Haaland signing for Manchester City. That would be pretty big. And if you like these live transfer news updates, then please do drop a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel and have a look at joining our We Are City membership club. That is where some, early access to the videos are, where unedited episodes are of our gaming content and so much more. So that is Kalvin Phillips, that's the big one. You let us know. I wanted to just get your opinions in the comments down below. Let us know your opinions of Kalvin Phillips. Let us know what you think of him. Whether you think he will be a quality player for Manchester City, maybe at the price you think maybe it's too expensive, or is there someone else we should be looking at? You let us know. We'll see you guys next time.